War on the Workers by Ann Feeney. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. The political storm over workers' rights in Wisconsin has entered its 7th day, and the largest rally yet, an estimated 80,000 protesters, rallied in Madison, Wisconsin Saturday against cuts to their collective bargaining rights that have been proposed by Republican Governor Scott Walker. Several thousand supporters of the bill also rallied in Madison Saturday during a much smaller event organized by the Tea Party, backed by the Koch brothers, among others. The state's Democratic senators, now calling themselves the Wisconsin 14, sent a letter to Governor Walker on Friday telling him labor would accept cuts to pensions and increase contributions to health and retirement plans. But Walker's refused to meet and says he will not negotiate on cuts to collective bargaining rights. The cuts Walker has proposed would exclude public safety workers like police, state troopers, and firefighters, but that doesn't mean they've gone along with the legislation. To discuss this further, we're joined by Mahlon Mitchell. He is the president of the Wisconsin Professional Firefighters Association. Welcome to Democracy Now! So you're not included. You're not a target of Governor Walker, but you're standing there with all of the teachers and the other workers in Wisconsin who are protesting in Madison. Why?
Well, we as firefighters, we could have stood idly by, because like you said, we are exempt from the legislation, the budget repair bill, as well as cops and state troopers. We could have stayed idly by, sat on our hands and did nothing, and told them that that was their fight and we weren't going to deal with that. After talking with my membership and talking with the leaders of our union, we decided that we had to act. Because an assault on one, it really is an assault on all. And as firefighters and police officers, we don't just sit idly by and let things happen. We make things happen. If there's a fire in a house, we go in and we put the fire out. When people are running out, we're running in. Now we have a fire in the House of Labor. There's a fire in our house, and we're going in and put the fire out. And if it does fall, if it does crumble, then we'll be right there with our brothers and sisters to help rebuild it.
Why were you exempted? Some are suggesting the police, the firefighters, these were the unions that supported Governor Walker. Is that right? And he was going after those that did not support him.
Well, actually, I mean, that's not entirely true, and that's one misconception that's out there. The unions that supported Governor Walker were the Milwaukee Police Fire Union, who we do not represent, as well as the Milwaukee Police Association Union, who the Wisconsin Police Officers Association does not represent. We actually, the Professional Firefighters of Wisconsin and the WPPA, the Wisconsin Professional Police Officers Association, we backed Tom Barrett, who was the mayor of Milwaukee and was Governor Walker's opponent. Now, the reason that I believe that we were exempt in Governor Walker's defense, he has always said in his campaign that he views public safety as different. And he thinks public safety employees have a unique job, unique responsibilities, and that's why we believe we were exempted. Now, we didn't ask for this favor. We need to come together as brothers and sisters and get the job done. When Governor Walker was campaigning and going around, he did ask for the 5.8 health insurance or the pension, 5.8% pension pay-in, as well as the health care insurance premium benefit. He never, ever campaigned and said he wanted to get rid of collective bargaining and decertify certain unions around the state. That's the problem we have. So we as firefighters and police are coming back and saying, hey, let's bargain. Let's sit down at the table and collectively bargain and get this job done. We don't want to price ourselves out of a job. We realize that. We want to make sure our other brothers and sisters have a job. We don't want to mass layoffs. So we're saying, as firefighters and police, we're willing to concede. We're willing, even though you're telling us we don't have to give 5.8% pension and 12.8% into our health care insurance to help save the collective bargaining agreement that we've had for 75 years in the state of Wisconsin. I think we have to be clear that this is not just an attack on unions. This is an attack on the middle class. We have over 200,000 public sector employees in the state of Wisconsin. Their jobs, their families, that's 200,000 employees. Now think about their wives and children. You could throw another 100,000 on top of that. So this is a clear attack on the rights that the middle class has to talk to their employer about hours, wages, and working conditions. And we just cannot stand by and let that happen.
We just have 10 seconds to go, but clearly this is not about the budget anymore, because the unions have said they will concede on these points. So what is this about? 10 seconds.
Well, this is a clear attack on collective bargaining, and this is also to help election process, I believe. To decertify unions and get rid of unions obviously makes the middle class less stronger.
We're happy to
less
leave
money
it
to
there.
give to
Mahlon
different
Mitchell,
political
president of the Wisconsin Professional Firefighters Association, Madison, Wisconsin. I'm Amy Goodman. Thanks for joining us.